Something you probably don't see very often. Look at the size. Look at the fact that the skull's really flattened. Auditory bullae are flattened. What do its teeth look like? What does that mean it eats? Number 4. Quite large skull, not native. Look at the teeth. What does that mean it eats? Look at the eye orbits. Big or small in relation to the rest of the skull. Are they on the sides or the front? They ain't on the front, right? Number 5. Long nasal area. Call it rostrum, long rostrum. What does that mean? What about the eye orbits? Are they on the front or the side? What about the teeth? What does that mean it eats? Number 6. Doesn't occur here in Florida. Does occur in the U.S. Has been mentioned. What about the eye orbits? Not small. On the side. What about the teeth? What does it eat? Is it predator or prey? Or both? What about those auditory bullae? Number 7. Native species. What does it eat? Predator, prey, or both? What about the nasal area? Big or small? Orbits, big or small? Front or side? Oh, I already said, what did it eat? Based on its dentition. Doesn't ever want to focus on the teeth, I'm sorry. Number 8, native species. Probably most of you haven't seen. Not that they're not numerous in some areas. What does it eat? Based on its teeth. Auditory bullae. Really small. Eye orbits. Front, side. And there might be some of these that don't 100% fit. Like maybe they're kind of to the front. Think about that. You know, if it's a predator or a prey or an omnivore or both, you know, maybe it's a predator, but it can be prey to other things. So maybe it doesn't 100% fit. It's kind of on the side. That might mean something. Number 9, where are the orbits, big or small? About the nasal area. Long, short, auditory bullae. What kind of teeth does it have? Number 10, eye orbit, big or small? Teeth. Teeth it never wants to focus on. Don't know why. Fancy Samsung. Here we go. Auditory bullae. Remember, one of them's broken. It just happens. It's a very delicate piece of bone. Okay. So, that should be everything you need. I know that was kind of unorthodox. I could have just done photos from the internet, but I thought this was just a little bit more fun. I was going to wear the GoPro on my head, so I would, might get my hand everywhere. But it wasn't charged, so there's Tiger Lily. And then I would have also brought these skins. These are real skins. Just wanted you to see them. This is a bobcat from Texas. It's not very well preserved. The person who did it had never done it before. That's a panther. I could get Tiger Lily to sit over there. It'd be nice to show you the size, but about 7 feet from nose to tip of the tail. The tail is about the length of the body. It's hard to tell on the skin. This is a male that was hit by a car, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and was tanned to use for outreach, because when they're tanned, you can handle them like this and feel them and touch them, and they last a long time, versus taxidermy mounts where they're actually, it's the whole, it's still just the skin that's been put on a form, but that preservation, they don't take well to being handled, so you can't really touch them very much or at all. So not great for taking to outreach where people want to touch them. So that's what these guys were made for. See the paw there. The claws are still in here, but to kind of dig for them. There's one in there. I just can barely see there. There's one there. Okay, so that was our skins and skulls. You've watched the short 16 slide wildlife skulls and dentition video. Make sure you watch that first. If you click on this one and you haven't watched that one, go back and watch that one first. It'll make it so much easier. Print out your handout or just look at it on the computer. The handout has almost the exact same information as it's in the presentation, but if you feel like you can't find it or didn't hear it, you can look in the handout as well. It has all the info about what it means, the orbits, the dentition, the nose area, the auditory bullae, so that you can fill out that sheet at the end of the handout, write down 1 through 10, these were numbered, and then fill out all the things it has in there, predator or prey, what were the orbits big or small, nose big or small, forget exactly what it says, but fill all those out, and then at the end, write in there what species you think it is. I'm not going to count it wrong if you don't get it wrong, but I have a feeling most of y'all are probably going to get pretty close. Most of the classes have done really well on this. Remember if I said if it was native or not. If you aren't sure what it is, but you can tell whether or not you think it's an omnivore, it's a predator and a prey, what size it is, you know, that can give you an idea and, you know, of what it might possibly be. So contact me with any questions, and I'm sorry the video is, you know, me moving around and stuff, but hopefully you got a good enough view on all of them that you can tell what they are. If you have one that you really just can't tell, let me know. I'll take different pictures. You know, I know it's a little unorthodox. We're just doing our best to get through this, you know, strange times right now, but hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. And I'm sorry that there's just weird things to look at in the background of the video. We are in my, like, bonus room. You know, it's just full of all of my gear and stuff, and so you're probably just seeing random things as we move around. But we'll end with Tiger Lily because she wanted to sit in here while we did it. But this video was only about 20 minutes. The other one where it cut off, part 1, was like 8 minutes, so not a lot to watch to get through to be able to answer all the questions. So good luck.